my pleasure to introduce our keynote speakers this afternoon, our 6 student panelists. Let's begin by learning about our first panelist, Michael Robles.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I am a 5th grader at Lakeview Elementary School, and my favorite subject in school is art.
Michael Robles is steadfast, has a servant's heart, and is always eager to chat about big life questions that most 10-year-olds don't ask until much later in life. He is the first one offering help to a classmate and will not stop at recess until he finds a teacher who needs their library tidied and pencils sharpened. Commented by his 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Riggio, Michael flourished once he knew he was embraced just as he was. He began to bloom in a way that strengthened his weaknesses and began the process of overcoming the obstacles that were in his way of success.
Please join me in welcoming Michael to the stage. Our next panelist is Ariel Suh. Let's learn a little more about her.
Hi, my name is Ariel Suh. This year, I'm going to be an upcoming 5th grader at Bryant Ranch Elementary School. When I am older, I hope to get into UCLA to go to college.
Ariel is a shining example of what Bryant Ranch represents. She's kind, respectful, and responsible. She approaches her academic work with incredible dedication and participates in school activities such as student leaders, garden club, and the school play. Ariel is also involved in gymnastics and skis frequently. Ariel's ability to excel in her studies while supporting her peers and contributing to the school community is truly remarkable.
Please join me in welcoming Ariel to the stage. Let's learn a little more about our next panelist, Daniel Juarez.
Hi, I'm Daniel Juarez. I'm an upcoming 9th grader at Valencia High School, and I attended Valadez Middle School Academy and Merrill's Elementary School. I hope to attend Stanford University and become a psychiatrist.
Daniel Juarez is a recently promoted 8th grader from Valadez Middle School Academy. He is a student who truly encompasses what it means to be an eagle who soars. This past year, he served as ASB president, was an avid standout scholar, and was recognized with multiple Distinguished Scholar Awards in his 3 years at Valadez.
Please join me in welcoming Daniel to the stage. Our next panelist is Aiden Avila. Let's learn a little more about him.
Hi, I'm Aiden Avila, and I'm an incoming freshman at Esperanza High School. I attended Yorba Linda Middle School, Linda Vista, and Glenview Elementary Schools. I hope to go to UCLA and become a financial advisor.
Aiden Avila is a 3-year avid student and was recognized as the 2024 8th grade Yorba Linda Middle School avid standout. He consistently demonstrates great character through his integrity and kindness towards others. He has a positive attitude and a strong work ethic that has contributed to his personal and academic achievements.
Please join me in welcoming Aiden to the stage. Our next panelist is Cesar Mora. Let's learn a little more about him.
Hello, my name is Cesar Mora, and I'm going to be a senior at Valencia High School. Prior to Valencia, I attended Yorba Linda Middle School, and before that, I went to Maple Payne. I hope to go to UCLA to become a special education teacher.
Cesar Mora is in both the AVID program and the IB program at Valencia High School. He represents the best of 2 amazing programs on Valencia's campus. Cesar is heavily involved in Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Orange County. He was speaker at their forum in the spring, and he serves as president of the club on campus. Caesar is the type of student that everyone relies on, whether it's a teacher, a fellow classmate, or his counselor. He's just good people and is always doing the right thing, even when no one is watching.
Please join me in welcoming Caesar to the stage. Our final panelist is Emma Safari. Let's learn a little bit about her.
Hi, my name is Emma Safari, and I'm an incoming freshman at the University of California, Irvine. Previously, I've attended Yorba High School for my high school and Oak Ridge Private School for my middle school. This coming fall, I'm very excited to be pursuing my passion of psychology. Thank you. Have a great day.
Emma Safari, a proud graduate of the class of 2024 at Yorba High School, embodies the spirit of a true Mustang. Throughout her high school journey, Emma excelled in her honors and AP classes and demonstrated exceptional leadership as a key member of our swim team and link crew. Her dedication extended beyond academics and sports, as she volunteered with impactful organizations such as Moms Against Poverty and Dreamcatchers. Emma will continue her academic journey at UCI this fall, studying psychology.
Let's welcome Emma to the stage. All right, are you all ready for a treat? All right. Well, thank you to our amazing students for taking the time to join us this afternoon to welcome all our fantastic teachers back to a new school year and share about their educational journey. Let's begin with the speed round question to warm us up. We're going to begin with Emma. Emma, please share what teachers do to support your success in the classroom.
So throughout my high school career, teachers have proven to be the most supportive when they care. When teachers care about what's going on both in and out of the classroom, it makes me want to be there. It makes me want to study harder and do better, not only by them, but for myself as well.
So from my experience, teachers that best support my success identify the class needs and tailor their classes to what their individual students need. So at Valencia, sometimes I wonder why different periods do different things. And in elementary school, when my sister had a teacher after I had a teacher, I wondered why I didn't get to do that cool assignment. But it's okay.
So what teachers can do to make their students more successful is just provide their students with more leadership opportunities in the classroom. So in Irvine, they have this youth action team, and it consists of providing speakers, community service, awareness activities, and service learning. This can help students in the classroom because they'll be more respectful to their teachers, and also they'll be more leaders in the classroom.
For me, teachers can help students be more successful by being more open and available. When students feel more comfortable being around teachers or just knowing who they're talking to, they will ask for help and not just shy away and just think you're just another person teaching them for another year. Sometimes students just really want to build bonds with teachers to have a great year, fun year, nothing boring. But being available also helps them if they need any help in any situation, if they're just struggling with anything.
Teachers can support student success by noticing the little mistakes and helping us fix them.
Teachers support my success by making things not boring, but they try to make it into a game or anything other than boring.
So that was just the warm-up. So teachers, feel free to say yes, clap, you can cry, you can yes, so all right. Now that we've warmed up a bit, The first question is for my friend Michael. You ready, Michael? All right, Michael. Share about a time when a teacher made a big difference in your life.
When I was younger, in, what was it, third grade? Yeah, third grade. When we were doing this one assignment in class, when we were doing this one assignment, I was drawing on the paper what I wasn't supposed to, but instead of getting in trouble, the teacher said it was the best drawing she's ever seen from me. And that gave me confidence to be a good artist.
Thank you, Mike. Michael, how old are you?
10.
10, the young mind. When I was younger. I can't, yeah. All right, next question. Thank you, Michael. The next question is for Daniel. Daniel, share about an experience where a teacher went above and beyond to grow your talents and abilities.
An experience I've had is just recently, a year ago, at Valadez. The teacher was Miss Spaulding. She helped me cultivate my leadership skills and just become an overall better leader, something I didn't know I even had in myself. I was introverted until this past year. I did everything I could. I tried making friends with everyone. I just tried a bit of everything, and it was just a great time, and she showed me how it is just to be more expressive and more outgoing, and it showed me that you could try new things, and sometimes it's not the best, but most of the times it is.
Thank you, Daniel, and thank you, Mrs. Poling. And we know that this room is full of Mrs. Polings making an impact on our students, so thank you. It's time for another speed round question. Everyone ready? Yes? All right, here we go. Let's go down the line, and we're going to start with Emma again. Emma, please start us off by sharing what qualities your favorite teacher demonstrates.
My favorite teachers have demonstrated both patience and passion. So I also work with kids. I'm a swim instructor and a lifeguard at the YMCA, so working with kids is a daily routine. And trust me when I say I also understand what you mean when kids are so hard to be around, right? Especially when they know how to push your buttons. Yeah, right? So I know
Is that from experience? Or?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? Oh, my goodness. So I know I'm not on the same scale as you guys. You guys are the educators of the future. But I also understand how difficult it is always showing up for your kids, right? You're expected to do this job every single day of the entire year, and it's exhausting.
180 days.
Right. Yeah, that's insane. So I know that a lot of kids don't see the value of your patience at that current moment, but your long-standing patience with these kids teaches them that there is somebody that is always on their side, right? So having that sort of patience lets these kids learn from their mistakes, and it helps them grow as people. I know they haven't exactly gone through their character development arcs yet, but they're getting there. And then I think passion is something that's self-explanatory. The best teachers I've had have been so beyond passionate about what they've been teaching. It makes the world of a difference when somebody is sitting there and wants to be there. It's astounding what a difference it makes when somebody cares about what they're talking about as opposed to somebody who's just there because they have to be.
Thank you, Emma. Patience and passion. Cesar?
So teachers that stand out to me are really personable. They always try to build personal relationships with their students, and they have a passion for their subject, and they share that passion with their subjects through the personal relationships that they build with their students. Because of my teachers and the way that they share their enthusiasm for the subjects, I too am more motivated to study and learn about history and math, things I initially did not think that were that interesting. Now I'm excited to learn because my teacher is excited.
Thank you. Aiden?
Well, my previous math teacher, Mr. Lin, used lots of creativity. He did this by teaching us multiple ways to solve a problem, and because of this, I can choose the way that was best for me. Then he asked us different ways to solve a problem, and then we just share it with our class. So I think everyone just benefits if teachers have this quality.
A quality, or two qualities that my favorite teachers demonstrate are empathy and kindness. They'll both go hand in hand. Empathy just shows how much you care to be around your students or just anyone. And being kind, it shows that you are empathetic and you are there for them. And if they just struggle, you're there. You know, we've all struggled before, so we could all feel them. But yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Ariel.
Some qualities my favorite teachers demonstrate are kindness and creativity. Creativity, sorry.
There are many qualities that my favorite teachers demonstrate. But if I said all of them, this presentation would be hours long. So I'm just gonna choose two. My favorite teachers demonstrate kindness and patience. If I need help with something, they'll explain it very well. And they have patience because even if I take forever to solve something, they'll wait for me.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Michael. That was great. And thank you for not keeping us here for 3 or 4 hours. All right, the next question is for Cesar. Cesar, can you describe when a teacher's belief in your abilities motivated you to exceed your expectations for yourself?
So thinking about effective teachers, I remember Miss Lyman, my 2nd grade teacher, who's... Great job, Miss Lyman, who's energetic...
Just affirming that, yes.
Her energetic ways and high spirits motivated me to do well in my early years at Maple Payne. Then at Yorba Middle, Ms. Perjola's efforts to engage and connect with students while teaching Spanish online motivated me to do well during unprecedented times. Entering Valencia High School, I was eager for new experiences and excited to continue in the AVID program. Here, I met my freshman AVID teacher, someone who made clear from the first day that he would go above and beyond for us and that he saw us where we were at and the possibilities for our futures, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry is the type of teacher who goes beyond teaching content. He regularly meets with students like me to provide academic guidance and opportunities for growth. When I was thinking about what the next 3 years of my high school education would look like, which is very difficult because at Valencia there are so many educational opportunities, I was overwhelmed. But because of Mr. Henry's belief in my abilities, I felt that whatever path I took, I could do it. So when I decided to share with him that I was interested in taking higher level courses, such as those offered by the IB program, he did not hesitate to make clear that he believed in my abilities. And therefore, I decided to take the IB program. When there were so many easier options ahead of me, Mr. Henry empowered me to look a new direction, push my limits, and take a really big step out of my comfort zone. Mr. Henry truly changed the trajectory of my high school education, and I'm so happy that I'm now working towards the IB diploma. And many other teachers since then continue to support my educational pathway. At Valencia, teachers find ways to support students through their learning, such as Ms. Harnett and Mr. Lee, to amazing AVID teachers who go above and beyond for their students and have provided me with the AVID skills and AVID experiences I need to be successful in a rigorous program like the IB and be prepared for my future. And I must note the IB teachers at Valencia, who are tasked with teaching college-level curriculum to high schoolers, prove every day to be masters of nurturing students' talent and supporting everyone's individual educational endeavors. For example, Mr. Rao, my IB History of the Americas teacher, has always been incredibly supportive of me and my peers, and he creates a comfortable classroom environment where students like me are excited to learn and contribute in seminars. Ms. Kuchwara, my zero-period IB language arts teacher, I know you guys don't have 0 periods, but it's so cool. She has the gift of making it fun to discuss literary devices while making you forget how hungry you are and that you're really tired. And then Mr. Chung, my IB Theory of Knowledge teacher. Every day he empowers us to challenge our perspectives, to think about our thinking, and to realize that we are capable of exploring the world and making an impact. So from my experiences in PYLUSD, I've learned that nurturing students' talent starts with getting to know the student. I would not be here if it hadn't been for Mr. Henry or any of my other amazing teachers who took the time to get to know me and then pull me in and connect me to the lessons and discussions and then empower me to do more with my learning.
Wow. So that was an amazing list of excellent educators. Yes, our elementary teachers don't have 0 period, but they get morning duty. And before we begin with the next question, I just have to say, we have 6 amazing students, but behind these students are some pretty amazing family members, parents, grandparents, siblings. So can we give a round of applause to their families? Thank you, Cesar. This next question is for Ariel. Ariel, can you please share a time when a teacher's excitement, yes, excitement, can you feel the energy right now? A teacher's excitement about their subject made you really interested in it too?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this example with my teacher, Miss Cunningham. She taught me for 4th grade.
Mrs. Cunningham.
So she had a little bit more excitement in her voice about math and made me learn a lot.
Did you say math?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Ariel. Ariel, I'm sure every teacher here is now going to show some excitement in their voice during math time, so thank you. It's time for our final speed round question. Again, we're going to start with Emma. Emma, please start us off by sharing what types of classroom activities you enjoy and find most engaging.
So my favorite types of classroom activities are the interactive activities, specifically one called speed dating. I don't know if, are any of you familiar? Yeah, okay, so speed dating.
I don't think they.
No, I saw one hand, yeah, so.
She was fanning herself.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hot, yeah, I don't think.
Okay, so speed dating is where this classroom split in half, right? So one half of the classroom is sat on the inner circle of a ring of desks, while the other half is on the outer circle. The teacher provides various discussion questions that students are tasked with answering, and like speed dating, you have to move one, right? So the person on the outer ring stays the same, the person on the inner ring moves one. By doing this, students are exposed to a variety of different opinions and sort of mindsets on the discussion topics. I know this was a big hit in my AP Lang class, and it really did open up just so many different views on topics that I wouldn't have even thought of. So I really do enjoy the peer activities where I can sit and I can speak to my peers in a setting that's not so pressured. So as opposed to Socratic seminars where everybody's eyes are on you, it's more of an intimate type of discussion with somebody that you might not usually be talking to on a regular day basis.
All right, thank you, Emma.
So I really enjoy activities like unstructured seminars and opportunities where I get to share my opinion and hear the opinions of others. So if you're familiar with parliamentary procedures, this might remind you of an unmoderated caucus. So this is when there's like no control at all in the classroom, and it might sound like a teacher's nightmare letting your students loose, but in high school it works really well, and I think it would work well with you guys too. If you just So what happens is there's a thing to discuss on the board, and my teachers will say, okay, find someone who like has the same shoe as you or something, and you have to talk to them about that. And it really opens you up to new ideas and new perspectives.
Thank you. Where's Dr. Gates? Dr. Gates, I tried. Yeah, you know, I got the speed dating. That's good, right? Yeah. And Cesar, you just gave me a wonderful idea. I think we're going to change all our titles to our upcoming trainings to unstructured seminars. Maybe that title will bring in more. So, thank you, Cesar. Aiden.
So some classroom activities that I find engaging are opportunities to observe my peers' work, group projects, and when I get to think outside of the box. An example of this is, so you have like 10 numbers, right? And you have 4 numbers that you get to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and you have to get each one of those 10 numbers. It's pretty hard, but this activity is really fun, and I enjoy it a lot.
Beautiful. Daniel?
A classroom activity that I find most engaging is having A-B partners. Usually there's 2 sets of partners, and if someone's just nervous to talk to a whole group of people, they just have someone right next to them to talk to. Usually I think A is to the right and B is to the left. So they just turn over to each other, and if they need to discuss anything, one can help another. But if they have to do a group project, then everybody's already at a table, but they can still discuss with the person right next to them if they need help.
Some classroom activities I enjoy are group work and games. Group work because you can share your ideas with multiple different people to make the best one. And games because they can stimulate the mind to win, but at the same time, do the questions in order to win.
All right, Michael, finish us off.
Two types of classroom activities I enjoy doing are drawing contests with my friends, and then ask a teacher to rate it. I kind of like the games that my teacher, Miss Lester, Mr. Riggio, Miss Olson, all my teachers, they make very good games. Miss Lester made this, it's a game, I forgot how it is, but it involves a color of squares. And then you would do them in some sort of order, and then you would do that with a partner. And then when me and my friends do it ends up just being a monstrosity. I also like doing board games, like Hangman. I like doing Hangman, and I like to do board games. Me and a group of other people took like 3 boxes of dominoes and then just they made the longest line of dominoes I've ever seen at a classroom. It went over a lot of desks.
Thank you, Michael. How many of you want to play that monstrosity of a game? Okay, the next question is for Aiden. Aiden, can you please share about a teacher who saw something in you that you hadn't yet recognized in yourself?
Well, I'd like to start by saying good afternoon and thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
So it's taken me some time, but I've come to realize that my teachers are actually pretty smart and cool. One teacher in particular, my AVID teacher, Miss Howard, saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. She awarded me the AVID Standout, and looking back, I feel incredibly lucky because, honestly, I think I could have helped myself better in achieving it. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a straight-A student, but I could have made the road to my success a bit easier. I should have understood earlier that it's not weird to treat your teachers like humans. I was never rude, but a sincere hello when I walked into the classroom or a kind goodbye on my way out would have gone a long way. It would also have helped if I talked to Miss Howard as a person, not just about classroom assignments. As a kid in middle school, you just don't think about these things. I should have known better. My mom is a middle school science and math teacher. How was Miss Howard supposed to know that I play the piano, am a black belt in Taekwondo, and was a pitcher in travel ball? But somehow, she saw potential in me, even though I kept it to myself. How did she do that? I also have to admit, I was a goofball at times. Yet, she saw qualities in me, like my dedication, talents, and even in those goofy moments, and believed in me. That belief has had a lasting impact. It's inspired me to change how I interact with my teachers moving forward. I now understand the value of building relationships with teachers and treating them as supportive, insightful individuals. As I enter high school, I'm committed to making a sincere effort to connect with my teachers, whether it's simply saying hi and bye or opening up more. Miss Howard's confidence in me has shaped my path, and I'm determined to live up to the potential she saw in me. Good luck this year, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the classroom.
Thank you, Aiden. Our last question is for Emma. Are you ready, Emma? Emma, please share a moment when a teacher inspired you to pursue a particular path or a goal.
Okay, so I love this question.
Get ready.
Get ready, guys. Okay, so I'm an incoming freshman at the University of California, Irvine, and I'm really excited to be studying psych. And there's a reason for this. So my junior year of high school, I, like everybody else, was wondering, what am I supposed to do with the rest of my life? Oh my goodness, like I'm supposed to know what I want to do when I get older. Like I'm not even 18 yet. So I ended up in this AP psychology class, and for those of you that don't know, Yorba Linda High School offers a fantastic AP Psych program led by Mr. Lloyd Walls. I could go on and on for hours about how amazing this man is as both a person and a teacher, but that's not the point here.
Kind of like Michael, right?
Right. So, Mr. Walls managed to make his AP Psych class such an interactive class. I remember, for example, during the beginning of the year, we were going over the study of the brain, right? So we had to learn every single part of the brain and its functions. And so he comes out one day and he pulls up with a box of Play-Doh. He goes, "You have 2.5 weeks to make an entire brain, and you have to learn everything about it. Go." The best thing he could have done. All of us knew exactly what was going on by the end of the week, right? Yeah. And then I remember we were going into our, it was like our child development unit in mid-April. And again, he comes out and he pulls out a box of eggs. He says, "You, by yourself or with a partner, are tasked with taking care of this egg for about a week." Okay, all of us, we dressed our eggs up in tiaras, we drew, I remember mine, he looked like Mike Wazowski, and we named him Pegro Scrambles, and we took care of him for an entire week, and then we ended up writing a 7-page report on what the different types of developmental stages are dedicated to each of the psychologists. Anyways, but Mr. Walls had a way of making the topics we were going over so interesting that it didn't seem like a chore. He was so passionate about his teachings, and he was excited to teach us every single day. And keep in mind, this guy had 6 classes, so he never left campus. Outside of just school, he was there for me every step of the way. Junior year was really difficult for me. I remember the beginning of the year, towards late August, I was involved in a pretty bad car accident where my friend's car was totaled. And miraculously, the day later, I came and I sat in class and I was like, God, like, how am I actually here? Like, I hated being there. I just wanted to sit and cry. And so I went into his classroom and I was like, can you please just like help me? Like, I don't know what's going on. My head hurts and I just want to go home. And no questions asked, he wrote me a note and he said, sit here for as long as you need. Like, I have you. He had my back regardless of what had happened throughout the rest of the year. He truly is the reason why I want to go into psychology. He's been such a mentor to me over these years, and he's instilled so many morals and values that I've taken and still use today. I truly could say that he's somebody that I look up to, and not only because he's 6'9". Yeah, he's such an amazing person, and I truly, if I could do what he does on even a smaller scale and make a change in someone's life, even this much, then my life would be complete. So for that reason, I can wholeheartedly say that Mr. Walls is the reason why I'm going into psych at UCI. So, yeah.
Thank you, Emma. That was a very powerful story, and we can see why you look up to Mr. Walls, both literally and figuratively, but also the time that he spent with you and he invested in you. And so thank you for sharing that. And thank you to our entire student panel. Your shared experiences serve as an inspiration to all of us here as we're committed to helping every student every day reach their full potential and achieve success. So if you can all help me and stand, and I think these 6 students deserve a standing ovation, a round of applause. So if you'd like to stand. Maybe a bow and a goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Cabrera. Let's give him one more round of